Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. And welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So everything is alleged, some is not. And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. So I had to jump on here really quick and just ask my subscribers really quick, what did y'all think about the debate last night? Oh my goodness, did y'all watch it? Because I watched it. I had my popcorn and everything. Y'all sippy watch it. I had to watch it. I just wanted to see, how they was going to be coming. And y'all, oh boy. Did y'all see Taylor Swift come out after the debate? And she was like, I am endorsing Kamala. I was like, I knew she was going to endorse her. They was just waiting for the debate for her to come out to do it. Now, the thing of it is, what I was telling y'all before, and I talked about this, I said, I'm glad that people is, using their own brain and not letting celebrities decide for them what's, who to pick and choose as far as the next president. Okay, y'all? Because we have to take in consideration that a lot of these celebrities, especially somebody like Taylor Swift, she's a billionaire. She don't live in the hood. She don't live in, the suburbs. She live, they got mansions way out somewhere. What's going on is not affecting them. It's not affecting them. Healthcare is not affecting them. She got so much money. She don't care about no healthcare. She don't care about, what's going on in the hood, that they taking over people's, areas. And, she don't care about none of that. She got so much money. None of this affects a lot of these celebrities. And this is why I'm so happy that people is taking that time to decide who they want to actually vote for, who they think is right for the country and who they don't. And they're not letting these celebrities, fool them into, picking somebody just because they're going to help them get their friends out of going to jail, keep them from going to jail when they doing dirt and stuff like that. Y'all, how in the world can anybody listen to Taylor Swift? You can't even pick a man. She can't even decide on a man, less knowing the stuff that's going on in the country, y'all. So why would anybody care? But do y'all see how strategically they're doing things? They are trying everything in their power to tilt this to one way. Y'all, this is ridiculous. I've never seen it in my life. People the whole world is just rooting for somebody that haven't done nothing for the last 3 years. Y'all, I can't believe it. But I'm not going to be biased, okay? I'm not going to be biased. Trump got all these charges. Yes, he does. He has charges and all kind of stuff that they didn't throw his way. And he done. Yes. I'm not going to be biased, y'all. I'm not. Everybody's like, oh, you biased. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to be biased. But who cares who Taylor Swift is picking? Seriously. She can't even decide on one man. And look at all these pack-a-whackers on this. Look at all these pack-a-whackers, y'all, that she done went through. Look at every last one of these pack-a-whackers. Why would somebody care who she is voting for, y'all? She from one person to the next. And there are rumors going around that this relationship that she's in right now, I don't know because I don't be around it, but they're saying that this is even fake. This was to help both of their careers. Y'all, Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. That's all that they say this was about, y'all. Can you imagine kissing on her? Now, I can imagine somebody that date until they find somebody that they like, but not just going through pack-a-whackers and, you know what I'm saying, y'all, using what they eat with to deal with these pack-a-whackers. If you being kind of strategic about certain things that you do and ain't gonna do, I can understand it. But can y'all imagine all of these guys going after the next person, the next person's pack-a-whacker? And y'all, Lord, I don't even got to say it. Y'all know what I'm gonna say, okay? Who the F cares who she's voting for? It's not about her. It's not about the celebrities. It's about who is best for the country. Who do you all feel safer? Who y'all feel safer with? Do you feel safer with Kamala controlling the borders. And she didn't show y'all how she feel about the border. She could care less, okay? Or do you feel that Trump would better, guard them borders? Okay, y'all? And another thing, the economy. People don't have money anymore. They can't afford milk, eggs, just the basic stuff. Let's know steak and potatoes. Okay, y'all? That's the y'all. They can't afford those things anymore. But you know who can afford it? The migrants. They're giving them thousands of dollars in EBT cards. Oh my goodness. Y'all. And did y'all see how one-sided it was? How they was fact checking everything Trump said. But they didn't fact check nothing she said. And another thing I want y'all to pay attention to, some of those fact checks that they put out there, were they really factual? You have to ask yourself this question, because I'm going to tell y'all this is my personal opinion, and these are the things that I received. People were sending me stuff all over the place. I get so many messages on this and that and this. I just haven't reported on it yet because I ain't had a chance to get to it yet. But I'm going to say this. I've received so many reports about Haitians or, migrants that have came over here, and y'all, I even seen pictures and all kind of stuff, videos of people cooking rats and all kind of stuff. Okay? And people saying that, when they go to the public aid office, it's so packed with migrants and stuff. A lot of the migrants then got tired of waiting around, and they are doing stuff with the pets. That the same thing that Trump mentioned. The guy said we fact checked that. That was not true. How in the heck can you fact check that? How? I also received a video with a migrant they laying out in the street. They were, in like a park or something. They were laying there sleeping. And they had a bag next to them. And it had chickens in it, y'all. I kid y'all not. They had live chickens in the bag. Somebody went and snuck while they was asleep and let the chicken out the bag. I saw it. What were they finna do with that chicken outside get their munch on, y'all? How in the world could they say they fact checked something that Trump brought up when there's so many migrants over here? Did they knock on each migrant door and say, are y'all cooking, stuff? You know what I'm saying? That y'all not supposed to be cooking? Of people, pets and stuff. I'm just saying, y'all, they can't possibly have a fact check on that if I'm just saying, ain't knocking on every door or going to every park or wherever these migrants are sleeping at and knocking on tents and all of that stuff. If you haven't went and did that, how could you fact check that? It was a lot of one-sidedness going on. And I'm going to just say this. I'm not going to be biased about this whole situation anymore. I'm not going to be biased. Let's think about what's best for the country, who you think that would better, the country. And you have to make your choice. You have to make your choice from that. You cannot make your choice from dingbats that's running around here, can't even keep a man to save a life. Okay, y'all? Because Richard, she's a billionaire, and she can't keep a man, y'all. Okay? She's from one to the other, from the other. Who in the world would judge their future president next 4 years that we have to all deal with by something Taylor Swift says? They was having it all over the news. Taylor Swift finally endorses Kamala. Taylor Swift, who the F cares? Like, are you serious? Y'all, it's so much one-sidedness going on right now that just don't make no sense. And one thing that I was glad that he did mention, because they be trying to bring up all his dirt, but they wasn't bringing up none of her dirt, y'all. All these women that, I'm just surprised that all of these women out here is supporting somebody that was messing around allegedly with somebody's husband. This is what I heard, y'all. This is all over the internet. And if that is true that she was, why ain't anybody bringing any of this stuff up? You want to bring up everything about Trump. You bringing up the fact that they took over the Capitol and this and that and that and this. And like Trump said, and that does not excuse it, okay, at all, because that was wrong on so many levels. But the fact that happened and the stuff that's happening with all the people that's coming over here and the crimes that they're committing, they're trying to, I'm just saying, y'all, a lot of stuff they're starting to hide it. They said crime is down. They said that, oh, it's a fact check that they're saying that the crime is down since the migrants is over here. Are y'all serious? Y'all, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was like, are they serious? They really are trying to steer the narrative and to tip the scale on to somebody else winning over the other. Like, if you all are going to do a debate, be fair about it on both sides. That's all that the people want. The people want to hear what each one has to say. The people want to hear what each one has done, what they're going to do, and this and that and that and this. And if people bring up the fact that, what are you going to do? Why ain't you doing anything about the border? What's going on? How can you help the economy when you are messing it up by all of these people coming over here and our bills and stuff is going up and everything is free to them? And it's still open to this day, y'all. Now, the other day I seen a news report and I couldn't believe my ears, y'all. Somebody on the news report, they said that next year they're going to start helping the people of the United States find homes, because we have so many homeless people that's not getting help because the migrants is getting the help over them. So next year is going to be their turn. The people that live and is from the United States, it's going to be their turn next year to get placed in housing and stuff like that. Y'all, I couldn't believe my ears. I was like, are y'all serious? So they're supposed to go the whole winter now. Our homeless people that been homeless for years on the streets and stuff that they done looked over, they gotta go through the whole winter. And if they survive not freezing to their demise, then they'll help them next year, place them. But for now, we're still helping the migrants. I couldn't believe what I heard. When I saw that news report, I was like, are they serious? They really got on the news and said this. Y'all, the United States is in trouble. It is. It's in so much trouble. It's sad. And the sad part, too, is about the part that they are tipping the scale instead of just going by facts, instead of going by people's past as far as what they have done. You know what I'm saying? They're not going by none of that stuff. They didn't bring up the fact that a lot of people of color is looking at Kamala as somebody that locked up a lot of people of color that didn't do nothing. They were doing stuff that she was out here doing, and she was locking them up for trees, y'all, and giving them some time. Like, they didn't bring none of this stuff up. You didn't bring up none of her the affair of how she got to where she got to. They didn't bring up none of this stuff. And I'm like, are y'all serious? But y'all bringing up everything about, if you're going to bring up Trump stuff, bring up her stuff too. That's all we ask. Like, make it fair. I hope that if they don't get somebody in there that's going to equally talk about her stuff and his, I hope that he don't even agree to no more debates, because that was so one-sided it didn't make sense. Only one time I saw the woman that actually cut Kamala off so that Trump could talk. Just one time. And she was like, no, your time is up, and went on to Trump or the next question. And Kamala was still trying to push the issue, and she went on and shut up. And they went on and went forward. That was just one time. But all the other times, everything was geared toward Trump. Everything. And a lot of people, they was feeling like, is it a possibility that Kamala had an earpiece in her ear? A lot of people was talking about that during the debate. I was like, it seemed kind of weird. The way she was answering some of the questions, it seemed like it was staged, it was rehearsed, like she already knew the questions. It just seemed like everything was tipped in her favor. And I was like, wow, this is not how you're supposed to do the debate. If you're going to do the debate, do it right. Make sure that whatever it is that you are, or way that you are for him, you got to be that way for her too. Everything that he was saying, it was fact check this, fact check that. And they were just looking over the stuff what she was saying. She was saying that she lied and said that the economy was better off now than before he was in office. That was a lie. They didn't fact check her on that. They didn't say, oh no, the prices done raised up, this and that and this. That's not fact. You know what I'm saying? They just let her said and did whatever. And I was like, wow, how do we as a people have the chance to pick somebody when you can't even trust the news, and you can't even trust the people that's doing the debates, that's in control of it, that it's so one-sided that it made no sense, y'all. And I was like, even he couldn't even make a point to the fact that there are some migrants over here. People's lives have been taken by some migrants, and they didn't bring that up. But you brought up what happened at the Capitol. That was just eerie to me. I was like, they are really pushing for her. And for them to be pushing for her, there got to be something big coming that she is, supposed to be doing. For them to everybody just acting as if she's the yin yang of the world. I don't understand it, y'all. She had a vice president job. And one of her main jobs was the border. And the border is wide open. Come one, come all. And it didn't matter about a lot of people that came here to this country. See, that's one thing they're trying to act as if that we don't like migrants or this and that and that and this. It ain't even about that. The fact that a lot of migrants have came over here, and they came over here the right way. They did the paperwork. They did. I know people that was, man, y'all just don't even understand that they were brought through the ringer just to come over here. They went through so many steps to get here. And then Biden them got in office, and nobody had to go through any steps to get over here. And that's not just unfair for the people that's from the United States, but that's unfair for the people who came over here legally. So it's just so many things that made no sense in that debate that I was like, wow, they really is pushing for her. They're really, really pushing for her. And it ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. And it's a lot of people that is not paying attention to the fact that it boils down to two things. It boils down to the economy. How's the economy going to come back from what is going on right now? How? And we're still dishing out money. We're still dishing out money to this day. And if we dished out $150 billion in the last 3 years, what are we going to dish out the next 4 years? Y'all, we're still dishing out. And the people that it's affecting the most is the people that was born here. Our bills are going up left and right. Products is going up left and right. So the economy is a huge thing when it comes to an election. Now, another thing is that border. Our safety is a huge thing when it comes to this election. And I don't think anything else is more important than those two things. Our safety and the economy is our biggest strength. And if we don't have that, we don't have anything. Everything else goes out the door. Everything else. Don't nobody care if Trump is on stage picking his nose, whatever it is that he's doing. If he is a better person for the United States safety, so that we don't be getting boomed and all of this stuff, so that the crime is not going up because of people coming over here that we know nothing about. We don't, and I say this all the time. I say this all the time. If the United States people, if they do a certain crime, they have to register. They can't be around schools and all of that stuff. So why is it any different than when a migrant come over here and they can be around schools and they can be in different neighborhoods and we not know a thing about their past and what they have done to whatever? You know what I'm saying, y'all? That's dangerous. That's so dangerous on so many levels. It doesn't make any sense. And the more that we're given, the more and more that they still keep pushing for to give more and more and more. We're hearing about now they're sending their kids to school. People are going and getting college grants right now because they're migrants. Like, are y'all serious? And we have people over here struggling, working 2 and 3 jobs, and they from the United States. Why is it such harder for our own people than it is for somebody else that's coming over here brand new? Y'all, these are the things that we all have to talk about. Everything. And the unfairness that's going on right now, it's sad. It's sad on so many levels, y'all. I couldn't believe what I was seeing and hearing, and I was like, wow, they keep cutting him off, they keep fact checking him. And how in the world can you fact check if they are what they out here cooking and eating in these streets? If you ain't out here eating in these streets with them, how can you fact check that? You don't know what they're cooking. They claim that Chinese people be, doing stuff. They be telling people, warning people about Chinese food and all of this stuff. So how in the world can you fact check that? There's no way for them to even know if that was true or not. But he called himself fact check that as well. There's no way that that's possible. Y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section about the debate. Like, seriously, let me know what y'all think. And I'm not saying vote for Trump. I'm not saying vote for Kamala. I am steering it clear, staying down the middle, because that's up to the world to decide who that they want to pick. But who do you all think? I'm asking y'all in the comment. Who do you all think won the debate? Who do you all think is better for the country as far as, and I know a lot of my subscribers not even voting. I already know that. But I'm just curious after that debate. What do y'all think about that debate? Do y'all think it was one-sided? Please let me know in the comment section. Do you all think that Trump is a stronger candidate? Did Kamala, or do you all think Kamala is a stronger candidate than him? They were asking her certain questions, and she started talking about her family life and her mama when she was younger and this and that, and that had nothing to do with what they were asking her. We want to know what you gonna do. And she started going all off into left field about this and that and that and this, and I was like, are y'all serious? I couldn't believe it. I could not believe what I saw. I was like, really? This how y'all coming? The world is really against this man, like a lot of people. But I noticed too, after the debate and stuff, I've been seeing certain polls since I came in, and it's kind of 50-50 on the polls right now. The polls are kind of 50-50, to be honest with y'all. There are people that still rooting for her because they just want to break history and have the first black woman. And there are still people that's got their feet to the ground, and they're like, no, the Trump is a much better candidate. Even though he got all these flaws, they're saying it don't compare to her. And a lot of people are saying that a lot of stuff that he didn't done, they rather have a fresh start with her and to take the chance with her. Another thing that she did, she tried to separate herself from Biden. And she said, I'm not Biden. You're not running against Biden. You're running against me. Now, she did say that. Now, another thing that comes into play, you were his right hand. You are his right hand. You are his vice president. So that meant a lot when it came down to Biden and the things that he represented and all of that stuff. You are down for the same things that Biden was down for. And it's a real reason why they're pushing for you, because they want to continue the work that whatever Biden was doing, they want to keep that work going. And it's y'all, let me know in the comment section what y'all think. And let me know what y'all think about Taylor Swift coming forth as well right after debate. Do y'all think that was already planned because she wanted to steer a lot of her fans to, vote for Kamala because she came out right after debate to vote? She tried to make it seem as if the debate is what made her choose Kamala. But I already think that she had already on her mind who she was going to choose in the first place, okay? All of these demons run together. I'm just going to put that out there, y'all. I'm just going to throw that out there. All of these demons rock together. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. How do you all think that she did in the debate? How do you all think that Trump did in the debate? Did it change y'all mind about anything, or did it give y'all confirmation of who y'all really wanted to vote for? The people that is voting right now. People have been reaching out to me. A lot of subscribers are reaching out to me. A lot of people is telling me that they're going to vote, neutral. They're not voting for each one, and I don't understand that. I'm just gonna be completely, I'm not election type person and this and that and this. I'm not that type of person to know what difference that would make, because to me that seemed like that wouldn't do anything. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping or not. But if you vote a third party or whatever and you don't vote for neither one, how does that help? You might as well just stay home. That's what I'm thinking. But, how does that help steer it in either way if you don't vote for neither one? I'm just asking y'all. And the ones that wasn't going to, you know, a lot of people that saying that they're going to vote third, did anything change? Did you decide that, it's something going on out here for everybody to be coming up against this man and everybody is just in her corner? Or do y'all feel like, she stood her ground and she did her thing? Now, I did know that she was a little nervous when she came out there. And then as, time went on, she eased up some. And I think the ease came because of the people that was asking the question that was babying her. They were babying her over Trump. You know what I'm saying? And they were coming at him left and right. And to me, that's why she kind of eased up and wasn't so nervous anymore. But y'all let me know what y'all got out of the election, the debate. Y'all let me know what y'all got out of it, because I got some favoritism was going on. And when this many people is rooting for a particular person, and this particular person is not really pulling the weight that everybody is acting as if that she has, it just makes you wonder. And I told y'all before, um, when you got everybody there, I mean, it's people out here that probably don't even like people of color, and they're in her corner, and that just makes you wonder right now, like, what's really going on? Because she's pulling out. Do people just, they hate Trump that much that they are just throw whatever is going on in the economy and the border and stuff, they'll throw that to the wind just to keep what's in there already? They hate him that much? Or is people just lost in the sauce, y'all, and they just feel like, because you have to think about the media. The media is so very important when it comes to elections. Is they buying into everything that the media is dishing out there to them, that, oh, she's a better candidate? Or do people just feel like they don't want to deal with Trump another 4 years because he got on everybody's nerves when he was in office and blah, blah, blah? But when you go back and think about a lot of people, when I used to say something about Trump, people would be like, what is you talking about? I made money when Trump was in office, this and that. Because I saw different stuff when Trump was in office. I saw a lot of people in line, trying to get food and stuff like that. And I did feel like Trump could have did more when it came to that he could have gave out, assistance, as far as, EBTs to everybody, because a lot of people was, sick. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people passed away because they were sick. It was a lot going on during that time. And the fact that they can give out thousands of dollars now to all these migrants that's coming in, it just made you wonder, why couldn't they do that to the people in the United States when Trump was in office? But a lot of people say that they made money when Trump was in office because he gave out all of these loans and this and that and that and this. But when I think about the loans, I think about how many people went to jail. A lot of people went to jail for those PPP loans and all that stuff. So it kind of go hand in hand. Some people would help. Some people, it was a lot of people that was out here doing fraud. I gotta say that too. I gotta give the truth about everything. People was committing fraud, and they was applying for these PPP loans, and they wasn't supposed to. So a lot of people went to jail because of that as well. But I noticed also a lot of people applied for those PPP loans and they were forgiven. They didn't pay them back, and they didn't have no businesses either. Okay, y'all. So it was it's a lot of give and take when it comes to that situation. But when it all boils down to it, is we gonna make it another 4 years? How is another 4 years gonna look like with a Kamala administration? And that's just like a Biden administration. Is food gonna still keep climbing? Every time I go to the store, food prices done went up again. They done went up again and went up again and went up again. The bills keep still easing up, easing up. So the next 4 years, what are we gonna be paying for a gallon of milk? $15, $10? I'm just asking y'all, because the inflation is through the roof right now. If Biden gets in there, not Biden, but if Trump gets in there, is things gonna keep going up? Is it going to be better for us? If Kamala stays in there, is the border going to be open for the next 4 years? We got to ask ourselves that question. Is the border still going to be open the next 4 years? Come on, come on, for whoever wants to come over here. Are they going to keep giving them more and more money the next 4 years? Are our taxes going to keep going up because of all the money that they're giving out to the migrants? Like, we have to talk about all of this stuff, okay? Um, and I couldn't believe they said the crime was down. I was like, oh Lord, they really is milking this, ain't they? He even said he fact checked and the crime was down. So I didn't see that. The crime has been through every time I turn the news on, every time I turn YouTube on, everything, the crime is through the roof. And they actually said they fact checked and the crime was down. So I was like, okay, if that's what y'all want to put out there to the world. And some people believes these things. But if you're watching the news every day and you're living in reality, you don't. So it's a lot of stuff that was back and forth that I was like, wow, we have to sit back and we have to analyze this stuff ourselves. If she's in office, is the border going to stay open the next 4 years? That's another thing we have to ask. I don't know why they're not asking these questions. If Trump is in office, is the border going to stay open or is it going to be closed? We know it's going to be closed right away. Okay. I noticed another thing they asked him, how is he going to send the migrants back? Is he going to be knocking on doors, sending people back, this and that and that and this? If I was Trump, I would have said, I'll start with anybody that get in any trouble while they over here, they up out of here. If you get arrested one time for any crimes, you gone. Ain't no you go to our system in jail. No, you go straight to the office and they put you back on the plane and ship you back to where you're supposed to go. Take you somewhere until they get up so many people and then send them back because they committing crimes left and right. If they haven't found y'all a place to stay and all of the shelters is filled up, I'm sorry, there's no room. You got to go and you got to go back home and you have to do the proper paperwork to come over here. The people that's here that just started jobs and stuff, I'll still be watching them very closely. But they definitely can't get in no troubles. Anybody hanging out on the street, selling street pharmacy stuff, they got to go. Any kind of crimes. Like, seriously. They would have to be A1 citizens for to come up to stay over here. And I would have, if I would, it's so many things that Trump could have said that he didn't say. And I think that the reason why he probably didn't say a lot of things is because he probably saw that a lot of stuff was one-sided. And he probably felt like they all was against him. Because people was like, he missed his mark on so many things, which he did. He missed his mark on a lot of stuff that he could have came back with. But that closing statement, it was beautiful. I'm just going to throw that out there. The fact that he said, you are sitting up here making all these promises in the last 3 years, you ain't done none of this stuff. Why can't you go right now and close the border? That was your job. To do something about the border. You have no control over it. You haven't even went to check the border to see what's going on. Like, it's so many. Y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Anyway, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like the video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.